The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcats offense takes the field. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese, and it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can...
He's going to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Offense gets set for second down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Looking for a block, it's Hunter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Offense getting set for first down. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry up. Quick release on the RPO. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Trying to find his man on first down. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Getting some heat. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Colorado! The #1 rule for any offense. Gentlemen, protect your quarterback. When you do, good things happen.
And the #1 rule for a defense is to affect the quarterback, or bad things happen to you. Didn't affect the quarterback, too much time, too clean. You're supposed to frazzle them. You're supposed to find a way to make them feel uncomfortable so they don't have time, so they rush their thought process. That wasn't it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Line getting set on 2nd down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period.
Cincinnati.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They've got the play bottled up, fumble, it's out! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you should go over the offense like, bro, we don't need you to do that. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll try the run. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. Thrust that arm out. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Bearcats want to move quickly.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He's got his man. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Working that left side now. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. The short hands, it's Henderson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. A third down try for the offense. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 72 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
21, Cincinnati.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run it on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, How can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
When you play DB, it's a really hard thing to do in college football. When you play DB and you get zero pass rush, it's an impossible thing to do in college football.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After misfiring, it's second down. They believe they can run right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half, get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They're trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block, it's Hunter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the gun, the ground game. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he dropped it! Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. So the officials take a play booth will overturn the call. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up, with a big sack. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Cincinnati, 7.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And to open the fourth quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
First down for the offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This offense has a second down play. To the air, it's Sorsby. They're bringing heat. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to him. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. First down here for the offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. It'll be a run on third and short. And the Buffaloes pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that is enough.
The run from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Brings up third down.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort,